Welcome to Inside the Stable with the Crest Chargers. The regular season has been completed. The Crest Chargers are 8-2 as a final regular season record, second in the Big South Conference. We'll bring in Omar Porter.
Yes, sir.
Omar, it's been a minute since you've been on here with us, so
glad to be back.
Glad to have you back. Glad to have you back. Glad you're here. So, a victory in our last regular season game. We took a week off last week for a bye week in the first round of the playoffs. Went to Kings Mtn and John Gamble Stadium, and the final score was 70-0. And when I was watching that, standing there, I was thinking this is pretty impressive. Both sides of the ball, every phase of the football team, we dominated, and it's been a long time since we've dominated a team like that I can remember.
Yeah, I mean, once again, slowly but surely, stuff just coming together, and when things get to rolling and clicking, then it's gonna be tough to stop.
Yeah. This team is they get on a roll, and they are tough to handle. So it's we could talk about the offense, we could talk about defense, special teams. It don't matter. We thoroughly outclassed Kings Mtn, and I know they had some kids hurt and out, but you play with what you got. We've had kids hurt and out, and we got one out now, and I think our kids were focused and they were ready to go. Whatever coaches y'all did that week, y'all need to duplicate that for about 5 more weeks. And whatever y'all did, I know I talked to Coach Lloyd, and he said that he can't put his finger on it. I said, well, you need to put your finger on it, whatever it is.
I mean, it's a conference game, but it's a county rivalry, and the thing is, just when you're playing those guys and you talk to the kids and you see stuff on social media and they see it and you try to tell them not to say stuff, but certain people say stuff, and then they just hold that in and they go out there and let loose. So,
it was an impressive victory for the Crest Chargers to finish off 8-2 regular season campaign. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back and we'll be joined by Head Coach Greg Lloyd, and we'll go over the playoff matchup coming up Friday night at Sid Bryson Stadium. So you're listening to and watching Inside the Stable with the Crest Chargers, sponsored by Neal & Cole Termite Pest Control, Moisture and Water Control. Be back shortly.
This fall, the foundation of Friday nights is more than just a field, it's community. At King Construction and Concrete, Shelby's hometown licensed contractor, we're proud to support the Crest Chargers all season long. Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial builds, we pour strength into everything we do, promising professional expertise, experience, durability, and rising to excellence on every job, just like the Crest Chargers. At King Concrete, we offer custom work, such as stamped concrete, all flat work, curb and gutters, walls, and more. Contact us today for your free estimate.
King Concrete says, go Chargers!
Welcome back to Inside the Stable with the Crest Chargers, sponsored by Neal & Cole Termite Pest Control, Moisture and Water Control. Now joined by Head Coach Greg Lloyd. Coach, victory on 2 Fridays ago on Halloween night, 70-0, and I've been told that it's the second largest margin of victory in a county game ever. I believe the last one was 1922.
Well,
that's a long way.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
And we did play good. Halloween is now my favorite holiday.
a lot of treating going on that night, and no tricks.
We did play good, and we got off to a great start. We had contributions from all areas of the team. We turned their turnovers into points. We had several one-play drives. After the defense got us the ball real quick, we scored fast. Kids were very motivated. I think we had a little something to prove for several things. Last year we lost to them by 1 point at home. Yeah. So and then we didn't play our best football the week before against Ashbrook. So, I mean, we needed to play well, we needed to play better, and we did, and that gives us the momentum I think we're looking for as we move into the postseason, and, we're ready to roll. I mean,
you kind of see what your team's made of coming off that heartbreaking loss at Ashbrook, and you got a week of practice, and you got another big game, huge county game and conference game coming up that next Friday, and I think the kids responded tremendously all week.
You make a great point there, Trey. You learn more about yourself in tough times than you do any time when it's going well.
Oh, yeah.
And we did find out we got a little bit of good stuff about us that will bounce back, and we did. And we had a couple of good days of practice. Took us a couple of days to get over it. It's hard sometimes you lose. Nobody likes to lose, and it's no fun. And we don't lose that much. And then, when it happens, it's it takes a little while. But we bounced back, and we played our best game of the year. I thought the officiating crew was great. Did you not think they were good?
I thought they were outstanding.
And
we don't say that often on this show, but I think they
really
were tremendous.
Good. I just thought they handled the game well. And I just say that because there were just so few penalties on both teams, and they just let them play, and that makes it fun for the teams and the players. They did a good job, and just pleased. And but the season's behind us. 8-2. Our 2 losses come to teams, I think, combined 19-1 record, so we didn't lose any patches by any means. No. And I know we've had a tough schedule, and we're ready for playoffs.
Yeah, going back to the officiating, you almost didn't notice they were out there. And they kind of didn't have that many calls, and when they did make a call, they explained it. And you don't get that a lot from an officiating crew.
Yeah, and I think sometimes officials takes a lot of negative, just like the way it is. But we've had some good officiating this year. I mean, everybody has some tough calls go against them, but that crew Friday was very professional, and just they did a great job.
Very, very. So we got our players of the week our Kings Mtn players of the week to give out. Omar, we'll start with you in the special teams player of the week.
Special teams player of the week, number 25, Mr. D. Sims. He's been doing, great on special teams. He gets down there and, stays in his lane, get down there and making tackles, and he's doing great for us this year on special teams.
All right. Now, Omar's also got the defensive player of the week for the Kings Mtn game.
Defensive player of the week goes to Mr. Eli Black. Like I said, he's just been getting better and better each week, and we need to keep that rolling.
And had a fumble recovery and a couple tackles at the Kings Mtn game, so that was a kind of not a momentum changer, but it kind of gave us one of those one-play drives in short field, and
no doubt,
big time play there.
Both those guys have played really good.
Yep.
They've gotten better as years gone on. DeKevius, his hustle on kickoff coverage is second to none. He gets down the field. If he doesn't make the tackle, he gets the guy moving sideways where others can make the tackle. He's hustling, and like Coach said, he stays in his lane. And then, of course, Eli had a big fumble recovery Friday. He recovered it with one hand in a pile, pulled it to himself, and then got us the ball back. And, of course, that led to some points.
Yep. And Coach Lloyd, you got the offensive player of the week.
Yes. It's our tight end H-back, Romeo Sanders. Number 9, he's, I tell you, I'm not sure we've had a more improved player on the team. He's gotten better and better as the years gone on. His blocking has improved. He's made some big catches. He scored several touchdowns, and he is a big reason why our offense has come together and played well.
He's a mismatch problem for a lot of teams, and his size and speed, he poses a lot of issues. So he's gotten a lot. He's improved tremendously all the way through the year. So that's our players of the week for the 70-0 victory of the Kings Mtn on Halloween night. And we'll come right back after these messages and preview the Concord Spiders.
They're everywhere. Your yard, your kitchen, your bedroom. Invading your home and property, spreading disease, and destroying everything in their path. If you don't act, they'll multiply, crawling ever closer to you and your family. The only thing they fear is the web. Nealon Cole Termite and Pest Control. Call today for their new service special and save $25. Bugs, beware of the web.
Welcome back to Inside the Stables with the Crest Chargers. Presented by Nealon Cole Termite Pest Control, Moisture and Water Control. All right, gentlemen, week 1 in the books. We had a bye. Crest Chargers drew the 4 seed in the West of 5A based off RPI. The top 3 seeds are South Point, Hickory, J.M. Robinson. I might have mixed them up, but I think that's right. So
I believe it's
Hickory's 2.
I believe they are.
Yeah, J.M. Robinson's 3, Crest 4, East Lincoln 5. So that's your top 5 seeds in 5A. Pretty darn stout 5A West bracket if you look at all the way up and down the bracket.
No doubt. We was talking today. I think me and Jeff Melton were looking at the bracket, and if the higher seeds win on our side next week, you'd have South Point Monroe and then Crest East Lincoln. I mean, them 4 teams there, it don't matter what division. That is a tough side of the bracket, and 4 really good teams and good programs. And the 5A is pretty loaded this year, especially on the western side.
Absolutely. I didn't even mention Monroe. They've had a tough go at the first of the year. They had Weddington and West Charlotte back to back.
Tough schedule.
Absolutely.
They're battle tested, and they won't.
They've been proven they're going to be hard to handle. So
they will.
They go. Start the trip Friday night also. So first round opponent, the Concord Spiders. They are out of the South Piedmont 4A 5A. They finished second. They were 5-2 in conference and 7-4 overall. They defeated the first round last week. They defeated Forest View. So they've got some talent, and they're a pretty good team. A good team. You got to be good to make it this far in the playoffs and win a game. So, Coach, what are you looking at? What kind of film have you seen on them?
Well, they're a pretty well-rounded team. They've won 7 games. And it played a fairly tough schedule. I know that you said J.M. Robinson there. They did play them.
Yep.
That score was, I think it was, if I saw it right, it was 31-14. So they've competed fairly well with the top-tier team there. They're traditionally strong. I think Crest played them in the past in the Western Final one year, and then of course Concord's won a couple state championships in their time. So I mean they're a team that expects to do well. They expect to win. They've got some speed. They run it and they throw it. Their quarterback is an accurate passer. They've got one electric player, number 2 there. They line him up in multiple spots, and he can make a lot of big plays. So wherever he's at, we got to keep our eye on him. Defensively, they're multiple. They're a 3-4 sometimes. Then they're an even front, 4-man front some of the other times. So they mix coverages up. They play some press man. They play some cover 3. So they do some different things. We're having a lot of things to work on in practice, but it's been good, but there'll definitely be a test, and I think it'll be an exciting game there on Friday with us in Concord.
Speaking of the last time we played Concord, I think Mr. Porter here has some experience on that mud field back in 2015, I believe.
2015, we played them, and that field was probably the worst field I've ever played on. Coach Stone, besides the Greensboro Page field in '96. Yeah, it was tough.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, it was real tough. But we pulled it out and did what we did the year 2015. And I think their head coach is Coach Shep. Used to be on staff at Shelby. Mm-hmm. So he kind of knows, the culture of Cleveland County ball. Yeah. So, he does a good job.
So we'll look forward to that on Friday night. Home game. Those are always special to have in playoff time. Comes rolling around. It's going to be great weather. It's not going to be too cold. I think mid-60s will be the high, so no excuse for anybody to come up.
Oh, man.
Cold.
It was really cold yesterday.
It was chilly.
It was snowing.
So,
did you see it snowing?
I did. I did see it snowing.
It was snowing.
Did you make some snow cream? You didn't get enough to make snow cream?
Didn't snow that much.
Okay.
But
Omar said that he played in that game a long time ago. I just wanted to ask him, did you take the stagecoach to that game?
Omar,
look, it wasn't a 1922 victory, Alan.
How long was the stagecoach ride to that game?
That field looked like a stagecoach went through it a couple times. I can tell you that.
They got turf now.
Yeah, they got turf.
We went and watched them Friday. They had a pretty good crowd, and they got behind early, but then they scored 3 or 4 real quick and took control of the game. But I hope they'll bring a decent crowd with them Friday.
Yep, we're going to be rocking and rolling at Sid Bryson Stadium, George Litton Field, Friday night, 7:30. 7:30, correct?
7:30.
7:30. Be there. We will have, I believe, a half and half for that game will be going on. The band is running the half and half, so y'all come out and support the band and buy your half and half tickets, and hopefully Concord will bring a crowd and we can get that 50-50 pot up and somebody gets some money. So appreciate Alan Wesson again. Thank you, sir. All
Good job,
do.
Alan.
Good job. Make us look good.
Even with the Omar joke?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've told you numerous times we are the best podcast in Cleveland County.
Alan.
Of the three.
Well, still
we
good.
know there's at least one more. And we're better than that. We know that. So, all right, for Omar Porter, any last words, Omar?
Hey,
Go.
Charger pride.
There you go. Coach Lloyd?
Hey, go Chargers.
All right. See you Friday night. Loud and proud. Go Chargers.